Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday night. I know we're all looking forward to the weekend. I got a farmer's market that I'm going to go to, some baked goods, so we'll see how that goes. I always love those events. And yeah, so in the meantime, in between that, I was trying to make samples. I got a Scentsy order in today, so I was pretty excited. It's been a pretty good day so far. And I'll do some more baking and canning later on. I got apple butter in the crock pot right now. But since I had a second, I'm taking a break from all the cooking. I'm going to do a video with you guys while I make some samples. So I am doing the new Light Side of the Force. Love this one. Smells really, really good, by the way. Oh, I see someone's watching. Hello. So I want to talk to you guys. And if you have done samples, I just take a big sheet of felt, Amazon little sheet, cut them up to squares, dip it in, put on wax paper, and then a 2" by 2" Ziploc bag, Amazon as well. I use the labels, the Scentsy labels, and I'll write what kind of scent that is. Really easy to go in the mail, same type postage. Alright, back to being at hand. So, I want you guys, we have just, a couple more days till we're into a new year, a new decade even. And I want you guys to take a second to kind of sit down and think about that. So for our next meeting, I kind of want you guys to be prepared and answer some questions, and or just tell me what you guys, your goals and stuff are. I'm dying to hear them, because I'm sure you're going to think of something that I haven't thought of, and I love the brainstorming that we do together. So I want you to think about your why. Have you written your why yet, first of all? I know many of you have. Some of you may not have. This is a perfect time to do it. This is also a great time of year to sit down and kind of re-go through and figure out what your why is again. Or if it's still the same, maybe it changed. Maybe you started as a hobbyist and then it turned to a side business, a side business with your full-time job. And then you went to part-time like I did, and eventually I'm at home now. So as life changes and goes on, your why will too. So now's a really good time to sit down and evaluate that. What kind of goals do you want for your business? Not only, you got to think about what you want from your business. And then you can start setting goals with that. Now, when you set the goals, I want you to think not only about work in Scentsy and what you want professionally, but I want you to make sure that you have goals set for your family first. And then start thinking about, how can my business help me with these goals with my family? Also, make sure to have some goals for yourself personally, and make sure that you take time for yourself. That one is really important. So even if I would love to see in your goals chart have something just set aside for you for you time, because we need it. We do. We need to take a step back and just relax. And like I said, think about family first before you start figuring out your work goals. And then what do you guys think about maybe sticking sticky notes of goals around the house, or one area of the wall where you can slowly take them off and watch you getting those goals as you go? Or maybe a dream board? We wouldn't have to do a big old board, because I know that's seems like such a big area on my wall, but it might be good in your office or in your bedroom that you see every day. So if you don't want to do a board, what about a paper that you do? Maybe you can draw a family on vacation, or a new car, or whatever your goal is for the year. I love the idea of having a bucket list that is too big to fill in a year. And the goal is to get a percentage of it done. But you're supposed to have so many dreams and goals, and go for them and have a blast with them. I know it was Allison Drake that, Delakey, I know I said her name wrong. But she made a comment, that they go on a family vacation and they have this huge, huge bucket list. So I told my sisters I'm making them doing it. I'm doing it with my kids. And, because we're going to go on a float trip. We're going to go hang out in the hot springs with the mop. And we're going to go camping. And we're going to go, and the list goes on. And that's kind of the whole point of it. So make your goals kind of the same way to reach big. I know I was talking to one of the gals that wasn't sure if she was going to be able to get the kit. And I was like, well, aim for it. If you don't get it, you're going to get something. You're going to get the PVR that you've been searching for. You're going to get more customers that you've been searching for. So still go for it. So next time we talk, I definitely want to talk a little bit more about 2020, which it will be just a day or two into 2020. So, and then how to grow your business. There's a few things that I wanted to bring up. A lot of people think they have to know people in this business, and that's not necessarily the case. you have to go out and you meet people, you mingle and stuff like that. You know, when a store opens up on Main Street, they don't expect their family and friends to be their only customers. You know, they get their brand out there. They let people know that the store is there, who they are, what they sell, and they brand themselves. So that's really important. That I just don't have enough friends. That's not the case. It's not always who you know. It's who you know, or people who you know, who they know. But, so it goes on down that way. Sorry, I've been baking all day. So you guys want to make sure that there is also an online presence. Online is pretty big, and it doesn't necessarily have to be online, but I want you to make sure that you're present. So if, like me, I didn't have money for a detail on my window. So there was a sun visor on sale, a Scentsy sun visor. So I snagged that up, and I took some stencils, and I got my website, my name, my phone number on that. And I put it up everywhere I stop at. You know, I kind of make sure I'm parking close to the door at the grocery store to have that thing up. Those product flyers, you know, make sure to put them out. Go around to clinics, so waiting rooms with mechanics, or anywhere with a waiting room. Laundromats will have them as well. So just get creative wherever. Hair salons. So start putting them out that way too. And you know, I'm going to go around once a month and make sure that, you know, hey, do they need more catalogs, or do they need more flyers? Like I said, if the catalog's a little bit too much for you, do the product flyers. I hand those out like candy. I really do. I go through into a different state, and I use a recommended convenience store. I leave some there. I leave one with the clerk. You know, as I check out the grocery store, with my waitress, she'll get a sample. And I don't care where I'm at, because the good thing about Scentsy, it ships all over the world. So, mostly all over the world, but it ships everywhere. So, definitely be present. So, you know, you can have a shirt or a button. I even have a buddy clip on my bag with me, and I have a button there. I'm going to get myself a mug that says Scentsy on it. So, little things like that you can do to really brand yourself. But with the online presence, you can post daily. It does not have to be all Scentsy all the time. You know, you can be like, oh, well, I was able to go to coffee with my girlfriend because it's Scentsy, you know, or just I'm at my kids' play, or I had a great Christmas. You know, I share some pictures of my oldest and my mom and sister and stuff like that, and people I spent Christmas Day with. And it doesn't have to be Scentsy, but you're branding yourself. You're not just selling the product, and you're not necessarily selling you. But if it was just a product, I can get that from anybody. But I like this gal's personality. I can relate with her. I fish all the time too. Or, you know, oh man, I love baked goods. I have my house smell like apple pie. And I can help you out both ways. I can show you how to make apple pie, and I can sell you the bar too. So, people relate to you on a more of a personal level, and you got to make sure to have that online presentation. So, post daily, and even if it's not about Scentsy, be positive. Don't complain. If you come across somebody that, water broke in the street and now I'm just out of water and I hope I don't freeze to death because the heater's not going. And yes, you can say something about the water pump, water line breaking, but if you're like freaking out and stuff like that, people's going to read into that. If you're always down or you're complaining about some rude person at the grocery store, or people's going to read that and, God, this woman just kind of hates the world. I don't want to follow her. I don't want to read this stuff. But if you're positive and, that's nice, you know, people's going to want to follow it more. You're going to get a lot more likes. More like clicks is going to have people see you more and more and more. So be positive. Don't ever complain. And this is even on your personal one. And it's your social media. So I can't tell you what to do. But by all means, this is what works for me. And I try never to kind of let people in on the, oh, woe is me side, even though I'm having a rough day. Make sure people know what you're working for, you know. Is it for your family, to stay at home, for the freedom? Share it. Share your love and compassion for Scentsy. Because it may not be just the products. And maybe it's the cause, you know, for the Make-A-Wish Foundation with the Tinkerbell warmer. You know, get passionate about that. You can even go to my YouTube and see me talk about Alex's lemonade stand that we did during the spring and fall. You know, and get into it, you know, and people will see that. And when you get excited, they get excited. Have you ever seen that video when everyone's like on a subway or a bus or something like that? And one person just all of a sudden starts laughing. And this joyous, hilarious laugh. She is having such a good time. And the next thing you know, they start to smile. And then there's laughter over this way, and there's laughter over that way, and then the whole bus is laughing, and they're happy. They don't know why this gal's laughing, but oh, it's just bringing so much joy to them. So share your love, share your compassion. It will get passed on. And make sure you do some personal photos and a favorite. So like I definitely take pictures of my warmer and stuff like that, and share them like, oh, I love this new scent. You can actually go to my page now and see me talking about making samples of the Lyside. And, you know, I absolutely love this scent, or I just stuck in skinny dipping. It's one of my favorites. My sister did one about silver barrels, and I can relate. I jumped on there. I was like, I love silver bells. That's in my bathroom and bedroom right now. It's my Christmas smell. So, when you share the personal side of that, two things will happen. If you use the same picture that I used, and she used, and he used, and she used, and they used, and Cincy themselves used, Facebook's going to recognize this. Oh, they're advertising something. You know, we're going to hide this a little bit more than what we would. But if it's your own picture, nobody else has it, Cincy won't, or Facebook won't recognize it, and it won't try to hide it or anything like that. I believe the same is true with Instagram, Pinterest, and stuff like that. But I know the thing I watched on Facebook, that was one of their big things, was if you do your own pictures, then it's still advertising, it's still getting out there, and it makes it personal. It's not the same thing that they saw over and over again, you know. It's a piece of your life, you know. It's on your kitchen table, in your living room, on your nightstand, you know, bathroom counter, you know. It's you're sharing a little bit of you, and people love that, and it just attracts them to you. You gotta remember that Facebook and a lot of the, you know, Instagram, all these social things are not a selling platform, and that they're not designed that way, and they kind of try to leave that out. It's great if you can use it properly, and that's gonna be one of the turning points for you, is if you have your own photo with it. Make sure to brand yourself, and I want you to brand you. You know, be you. So when it comes back to where you post daily, it doesn't have to be about Scentsy. But, you know, I talked about in between baking, I'm making samples, and I'm doing this, and I'm getting these orders ready to get taken out. Baking's something I like to do. It has nothing to do with Scentsy, but I was pretty proud of it. I wanted to brag. I wanted to let people know about it, you know. I didn't have to share pictures of my kids on Christmas, or, you know, or show you guys my new puppy. But that's part of me, that's part of my life, and that's part of my branding. Everybody knows that I am #adorkable and the wickless stepmother. So, trying to think of ways that you can kind of bring yourself out in your personality. Because, trust me, honey, people will love you if you're you. Definitely let people know. So if you're on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, you have all those platforms. Snapchat's another one that I'll do once in a while. Let people know that I'm there. Twitter's also another one. Now Facebook and Pinterest, you can link up your accounts to your personal website, your Scentsy website. So you can look down and, oh, there's Amy Fetter, and oh, I can go to her Facebook page. I can go to her Pinterest page. So those are like offered on the website. They're free to use. You might as well use them. Same thing with like Photofy and Maven. These are on my 2020 goals. I am going to really look into those. I'm sure I'm going to sign up right away. But it's something I've been meaning to do for a while. Now that I have a little bit of time, I am going to look into that, because I've heard amazing things from both. So, are you on these platforms? One thing I like about Instagram, I can also post on Facebook and Twitter at the same time. So, I have all that stuff connected, and especially if I'm in a hurry, on the road with the kids, you know, don't really want to be working too much, want to be spending time with the family. So, I will go on there, post that, and go to Instagram, yep, Twitter, yep, Facebook, and share. Even my story can get shared on my Facebook story as well. So, love it. If you get a Facebook Joe, doesn't stop Instagram. And then, of course, Pinterest, you can take pictures, and as they click on the picture, you can take them to anywhere that you want. You can send them over to your Facebook or Instagram page. You can send them straight over to the website. Of course, you know, make sure it's yours, but send them straight over to your personal website and right to that item so they can click, add a cart. I mean, click Click picture, click add a cart. That's all you need to do. I mean, it's phenomenal. So look into those. Let people know. You know, if you have a Cincy shirt, if you have a car detail. I had somebody that was an Uber driver, can't do it. I was like, get the magnet. Magnet? Yeah, get the magnet. You can take it off when you're, Ubering around and stuff like that. So, be creative, but definitely let people know. Now, if I go to your personal Facebook page, am I going to be able to find Amy Fetter? Oh, she works at Simply ABC Cincy. I want that for everybody, especially if you have a business page. I can't tell you how many times I go to somebody's page looking for their business and I can't find it and I can't find it. And it just gets frustrating to the point where, well, maybe I don't need that lipstick. Maybe I don't need that wax bar. Maybe I don't need that cleaning product, So, yeah, that's a big thing. Of course, you can reach out to people and stuff like that, but that's not necessarily what they want. Think about it with people that get their haircut, doctor's appointments even, vets, car checkups. A lot of people will send you a postcard or a text or email saying, hey, it's been a year since your last exam. How can I, do you want to come in for an appointment, or it's about time for a yearly checkup. We see that as a common courtesy because in our everyday lives we forget. Well, guess what? Our customers are doing the same thing. They're getting low on their bars. They run out of light bulb and they keep forgetting to send you a message because it's only time they remember is 3 o'clock at night. So it's more of a service. It's not necessarily a, bug them type thing. Strike up a conversation. You don't have to get a hold of somebody like, hey, do you need light bulbs? Hey, how was your Christmas? I hope you had a great holiday season. Talk for a little bit. Oh, I also noticed that it's been about 3 months since you ordered any bars for me. Do you need any more? Are you still doing okay? And it's a nice little non-obligation type thing for them. So, definitely reach out to your customers. Follow-up is a big one that I am going to be working on myself. So, you guys will hear a lot about follow-up here pretty soon, I'm sure. And then, so I saw one thing, and I'll make this fast. I'll do a longer video on it later. 3 easy steps to grow your business by 30%. So, if you decide to do it every month, every 2 months, every 2 weeks, however you want to do it, but sit down aside and grow your customer base by 10%. Just 10%. So, if you're new and you got 10 people, you need to add 1 person to that. Reach out to somebody, get a contact. Referrals are great for that. Definitely tell people, you recommend, you love referrals. And, you might even offer them a little something for it, too. That's up to you. Maybe a little bag of samples. They get a little bit extra than everybody else for that referral. Maybe they get a circle that you got for free from hosting your own party. So, different ideas like that for referrals. But you can grow your business by 10 more customers. So, if you got 50 customers right now, try to get 5 more that month. And set these goals. And keep doing that on. And next thing you know, you'll just be growing and growing and growing. Because, I don't know Joe, but I don't know Jim and Bob. Well, now, we know these 3, and they all know 3 people. So now we're up to 9, 12, plus me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm my best customer. And, yeah, so it just keeps growing like that. And the more that you do it, the easier it'll be. So start setting those goals for you. You can also try to upsell a little bit by 10%. So say somebody got a 6-pack of bars for $30, right? And, well, what's your favorite scent out of those? Oh, yeah. I absolutely love a Pretty in Plaid. One of my favorites. Did you ever think about getting a car circle for your car? I got one of mine. I love it. It's only $3. There you go. You just upsold by 10%. And if you can do that with every single order, every single time, you got this. So, a lot of simple math, a lot of little tiny changes to make a big results. I want you guys to do a little shift. Just little tiny things that you can do slightly that, in a couple months, you're going to see big changes. Big changes. Because if you do the 10% of customers every single time, the 10% of the sales every single time, and maybe even just 50% of the time, because you can't always get people to say yes. But if you keep doing it, that number keeps growing, and it keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and that means more money for you and more success. And then follow up. I know I brought this up a little bit before, but follow up is great. Like I said, a lot of people forget they'll lose your business card. They don't know how to get a hold of you. They find some other Scentsy consultant. If don't be afraid to ask. What's going to happen? They tell you no? That's not the worst thing in the world. It's really not. And it doesn't even hurt your ego that much because it's not about you. They just don't have the money right now. And you can always ask them, hey, would you want to host a party? Maybe stay away from the word party and you do like referral type program, or do you want to have a crafting night or bingo night? There's so many different options, and how you word it is very, very important. So pay attention to that, because if you're just like, well, I need to reach my goal and I got like 6 out of 7 more people that I need. Could you help me out? That's not really anything that's going to benefit me. That, when I hear that. It's like, well, you're trying to reach a goal and now you're reaching out to me. Yeah, I'm good. But if you went out to people, how was your holiday season? Yeah, mine was great. I get to do the second one on Tuesday. I noticed it's been about a month or so since you ordered any circles. I was wondering how you're doing on those, or just you look back at the orders that they had before. What I do is I'll keep all my order forms together, and then as I go through, it's like, oh, this one's every, I got to check up this one in 2 weeks. Make sure that they're completely satisfied with it. In 2 months, call them back and make sure that they don't need any kind of refills and stuff like that. Sometimes they prefer texts, and sometimes you guys do too, emails. However is the easiest way for you and them. Strike up a conversation. You guys can make this work. Follow-up is so, so important. Because if you don't ask them, somebody else might. They might have hosted a few parties and you never asked them about joining. Well, somebody else did, so they joined up underneath them, and you lost a front line. The worst thing they can say is no. And really, that's not too scary. So, I wanted to ask you guys, I do have a mailing list that I sent out to my customers. Do you guys want to be a part of that? You can kind of see what I send out to kind of give you an idea what you can send out as well. I do this with my sponsors, so if you guys want to, just let me know. I'll be happy to add you to it. And would we like to do like maybe a group mailing list, just for these reasons, maybe showing these videos up into a text. You guys gotta let me know what works for you and what doesn't. So I am also uploading all these guys over onto YouTube, so you guys can find me there. Just look at my name, Amy Federer, Federer, and you'll be able to pull me right up. So you'll see me sing a little bit, be a complete goofball, and of course some of these videos as well. I also do some baking videos, and anything fun that I can think of is on there. So, but I specifically am working on getting this for you guys, so it is an easy resource. Whenever you want to click on it, whenever you want to look, you don't have to scroll through the group or anything like that. You can just go to my YouTube page, bam, it should be right there for you. So, and we'll see how that goes, but I'll keep doing it as long as you guys keep watching. So, in the meantime, when you have a chance, when you're driving down the road, when you're baking in the kitchen, when you're taking a shower, whenever you got time to be listening to something, turn on an audiobook, a podcast, YouTube. I am so all about YouTube. I go on there and I click on it, and, I listen to these people and, get the advice. And actually, this is how I relay stuff back to you. I gotta sit down, I gotta listen, and I got carried away, and I wrote a whole bunch of notes today, and I didn't even think I was going to, because usually it's just in my head, but, this stuff really spoke to me, so hopefully, it's going to be an easy platform for you guys to find, is my point. So, I am going to get out of here. I didn't make any samples, so I'm going to get to that now, and I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Love you all. Take care.